You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation, or your head.
You had every chance to look the other way, but here we are. You chose this.
I'm gonna make this carcass talk. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries.
Oh, Saza, you have made a grave error. And it will be your last. My spiders are hungry, little one.
Yes, my desire. Closer, my sweet. You must open the door.
If I just peer in your eye, I can quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods! Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Elsie, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she?
A priestess. One of the leaders, no doubt about it. Let's make her squeal.
Don't you worry. I've got everything I need to fix you. Wakey, wakey. Don't bother struggling. You ain't going nowhere.
You test the weight of the chains, looking for weak points.
You're gonna be my new pet.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cinderellimouse and today I'm back with Baldur's Gate 3. We've got a busy day ahead of us. We have to find Dirge. Dirge has gone missing, and we also have to save the Druid's Grove by either convincing 3 leaders to leave Druid's Grove alone or by disposing of them creatively. So we have Priestess Gert, who is like a goblin leader. We have Drawer Ragzaline, who is a big, what is he called? He's not a bugbear, what's the other thing? A hobgoblin. And Minthara, who I'm going to call Mummy Thara from now on. I love her, but she is currently a baddie, and in more ways than one. We do need to kind of do something about her determination to attack the Grove. We can't let that happen. So I do have a cunning plan, and yeah, I think we need to get into it. Now, before we start though, I do have to warn you that there's going to be some kind of gruesome things coming up in this episode. Aren't there always? But I'm going to cut out the worst parts. I'm just going to edit those out, but you'll still understand what's going on. You'll get the context. And what else? There's my neighbours on both sides. I live in a terraced house, so my house is connected. My neighbours on both sides are currently, one is doing building work and one is just at home tidying. So they've both had the hoovers on today. This one's been doing DIY. I think they've both stopped. I went and had a chat, and I think we're all good. So, but if there is any background noise, any banging, that's kind of why. It's just unavoidable. Like, it's just a UK thing, guys. I'm very, very excited to continue playing with you guys today. Let's go. So we don't currently know where Dirge is. The team as a whole, I mean, I know where he is, and he's technically in camp, but pretend we don't know that. In the last episode, Dirge went to talk to Priestess Gut, and he was a bit on the back foot because he had this kind of vision where he saw this kind of shadowy figure, and it kind of triggered something in him, and he kind of wasn't thinking entirely clearly, and he allowed Priestess Gut to kind of offer to help him get the tadpole out, which we kind of understood that there was something nefarious going on. And the next thing he knew, he'd been knocked out and he was chained and imprisoned, and Priestess Gut was saying that she was going to keep Dirge as an illithid pet. She was going to allow him to transform and just kind of study him. So we don't like Priestess Gut, and I'm sure Dirge is going to deal with her. He's a big grown boy, and yeah, I'm sure he's going to have a plan of what to do there. But currently the rest of the team have no idea where he's gone, so they need to go looking for him. I want to just have a bit of a run round, a bit of a check-in with everybody as well. There's a few people who need to talk to us. In the last episode as well, Lae'zel and Shadowheart had this kind of like face-off, this standoff over the Githyanki artifact that Shadowheart carries and stole from the Githyankis, but we managed to convince Lae'zel to kind of step down, that the artifact is protecting us and stopping us from changing into one of these kind of illithid creatures, a mind flayer, and yeah, we managed to kind of simmer down that situation. But I'm just going to leave those two, I'm going to back off, I'm going to leave those two to it for a little while, but let's see kind of what everybody else wants to say. So first off, the most important good boy of the camp, we need to talk to Scratch.
I should speak up.
Oh wait, no, don't speak to, I need to use speak with animals, which is my ritual spell, and then we can find out what he actually wants to say. Tripping over my words today. There we go. What do you want to say, good boy? The bestest.
Dog holds a well-chewed ball in his mouth.
Hand that over.
All right. It's only fair that you enjoy it too. But if you feel like throwing it, I wouldn't mind that at all.
I would love that. Let me just pet you first because you're such a good boy. Oh, he's so cute. We have to pet Scratch, like every time we're in camp. Like, you guys need to remind me. You need to put pet Scratch in the comments. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna throw Scratch's ball. I love this. So we've thrown a bone for him before, but now Cordia has an actual ball. Let's throw, come on. I love how he runs over and he's all excited. There we go. And anything you throw, Scratch is gonna bring back to you because he's the bestest. Good job, Scratch. One more time, guys. We can't just throw it once. Hey, Scratch. Hey, let's throw it over near Astarion. Maybe Astarion wants to play catch. There we go. We love Scratch. Big Scratch fan club over here. Volo, just a moment. We've lost Dirge. I will come and chat with you, but right now I need to speak to my companions and we need to formulate a plan. Gale, what do you have to say?
I'll say one thing for our troop. We're not short on drama. I'm glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled their differences peacefully. Eventually.
Well, hopefully that's the last we hear of that. Hopefully they'll be best friends from now on. I'm sure they will. Okay, let's see what Will has to say about the camp drama.
I hope that's the end of this silly quarrel. They'll have no energy for battling our enemies if Lae'zel and Shadowheart are too busy squabbling among themselves.
Indeed, very, very wise, Will. This is why I speak to you. Let's see what Astarion has to say. Any words of wisdom? I'm sure it really upset him and ruffled his feathers when they started to fight.
Oh, I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
Oh, Astarion, you are naughty. Okay, well, I also want to ask this. It's been here for a while. So Raphael is the big dragon who kind of like ambushed us back near Druid's Grove. And he said, I want to make a deal with you. He talked a lot about cat and mouse games. I can't really remember what he had to say, to be honest. But let's just check in with Astarion at this point and say, what did you make of Raphael's deal?
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
Well, honestly, I think it's better if nobody owns your soul but you, you know, so maybe you could pray to my goddess, Elistery. I'm sure she would be glad to have you. You're trading one master for another. You'd be a slave either way.
You're familiar with the phrase, better the devil you know? I know Cazador, and I'll take anything that saves me from that.
totally understandable, but I really think you should think this through. Okay, and Karlach as well. Let's see what she thinks about Shadowheart and Lae'zel's quarrel. Big sister!
Very glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled things without letting any blood. I would have enjoyed the spectacle, but not losing either one of those lunatics.
Speaking of devils, you and Mizora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
It sounds just like my childhood in Menzo Baranzin. All the backstabbing and betrayal. That's what I grew up with. Do you think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
The Starian was talking about Better the Devil You Know with Raphael, and we were also having to deal with Zariel, so let's change the subject. Okay, well, I think I've caught up with everybody. I think we have a bit of a game plan for finding Dirge, so Volo's been stood there waiting for a while. I'll just check in on him as well. I'm sure he has something vitally important to tell us.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem? Again, we've got tadpoles in our brains for anyone who's not aware of that yet.
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? How many times have you done this before? Are you sure this is safe?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Okay, just do it. I'm desperate.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open.
Okay, we're gonna endure the discomfort. So again, I'm gonna cut a lot of this out because it's particularly graphic. Do you have the faintest idea of what you're doing?
Drat!
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage.
I can't seem to see through one of my eyes.
Yes, quite. Well, there is some mild trauma. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
I love how he just runs off, like he's just like runs away. He's caused this problem and ran off. So this is a really gross scene, but it does give you a really interesting permanent perk. And I ummed and ahed about whether I was going to do this. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this or not, because it does actually change your aesthetic as well. So similar to Will, who has a stone eye, we now have 2 different coloured eyes, which honestly, if it works for David Bowie, then it can work for Cordia too. So this is what she looks like now, which kind of works because the new eye has a slight pink bit on the inside, and I kind of like how it looks. Now, another option we could have at some point would be to change the colour of her other eye, so she now has these 2 blue eyes. We could just say that because she's a sorcerer, because she knows Gale, who's a wizard, somebody has like minor illusion and it just corrects the colour of her eye so that they match. Yeah, let me know what you think about that, guys, because I struggled to make that decision. But with us having this permanent buff of sea invisibility, that frees up one of my spell slots. That means I don't have to have this as one of my spells anymore, which I don't currently have, I don't think. Yeah, there it is. It's a level 2 spell, sea invisibility. So we have this permanently now. I don't need it as a spell slot anymore, so now I can switch that out for another spell. And it comes in really, really useful fighting multiple enemies in multiple acts. So I think it's a win all in all, but I know it's a really gross scene, so hopefully we're all okay with that. Cordia's going to be a little bit ruffled by that, and she wants to go and talk to Will because, you know, Will has had a similar experience. He might have some words of wisdom. Will, something terrible just happened.
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a woman with one eye.
Will, you're so wise. You really know how to flatter a girl. I feel so much better now. And I actually do kind of like it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, so it's time to show you what actually happened to Dirge in the last episode. Now I kind of cut this out, so I'm just gonna insert the clip now. But yeah, he had quite an interesting experience, so check it out.
Open your papers, freak. It's time. You should be sprouting tentacles by now. But you're still the same kind of ugly you always was. Disappointing not to have my own squiddy. But your giblets will make for a tasty supper.
Sorry. I may have left that a little late. No lasting damage, I hope?
And who are you?
Corilla Heartflame. At your service. You made quite an impression on my master. He sends his regards.
Your master? Who might that be? Let me take one guess.
The Honorable Raphael. He's terribly excited about you and your At this point, you're more interesting alive than dead. So here I am, your savior in times of need. Be a little more careful. That skin's valuable, and we won't always be watching.
So we meet again. Here's Dirge. He's just woken up in this defiled temple, this prison that he was kept in by Priestess Gut, kind of overnight, because it happens instantaneously in the game, but I thought it was more interesting if there was some space between those two scenes. So yeah, he's awake. He is quite shocked about what just happened, but also kind of intrigued. And I think we need to check out this body, basically. Okay, interesting stuff on her. Rancid note, read. That slobber chops druid who was nosing around ain't just some tomb robbing adventurer type, calls himself Halsin. Ugly name for an ugly bastard. I had a little word or two with him before the lashes put the hairy arse in the pens. Says he thinks there's something rotten inside us. Inside me. Reckons he can help get rid of the rot. I told him I don't need any help from nobody. Never did. And especially not now the Absolute's taken a shine to us. I says there'll be something rotten inside him soon enough. There's a lot of rancid meat down in the pens, and when we cut him open, I'll make sure he stays alive long enough for the maggots to make a nest of him. Oh, what a lovely lady. Okay, so I am not tipping one out for her. I'm not mourning her death. But, you know, listen, hey, no blood on my hands. That was not my doing. But I really did like, that's kind of why I wanted to do that scene in that way. And even though Dirge probably wouldn't have allowed her to do it in the first place and he would have broke those chains, I wanted to show you that cutscene because I think it's really interesting. Yeah, we've got some stuff here. We've got Priestess's Key, Padlock Key, all good stuff.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Dirge is having none of this. He hates the parasites, he hates the illithid, he hates the mind flayers. What has been done to him against his will? Like, I mean, he doesn't know if it's against his will. He might have opted into it. He can't remember. His brain is mush now. He wants revenge. Like, there's no way he's opening his mind to this tadpole. He's going to close his mind and keep the parasite out, and quite frankly he probably would stomp on it if he had the option to do so.
You are not ready. That's all right, but try to overcome this resistance sooner rather than later. It will make things much easier for you.
Right, so what we can do, because we didn't kill her, you know, Corilla did. So Corilla's like this Cambion of Raphael. So we're going to use the Speak with the Dead spell on her. Get some more information.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Okay, what do we want to ask here? I think this is important. What was your purpose here?
Absolute priestess.
Oh, we know that much. Could you give us a bit more information, please? Who is the Absolute?
God. Everything. Everyone.
It's not me if I have anything to do with it. Where do you keep your valuables?
Locked
tight. Let's just do this because we can. Where are you from?
My mother's swollen gut.
Aren't we all? What happened to... No, who killed you? Let's see if she has any more information about this person.
Heretic.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
That wasn't particularly helpful. As useful to me in death as you were in life. Okay, so... Oh, there's these tiny flies. The UK's kind of like getting... It's like tiny fly season. They're really gross. What else is in here? Let's look at the chains.
Free. For now.
Anything else? I don't see much that we can look at in here. There's a skeleton, maybe? Yeah. We'll take it. Don't mind if I do. I don't want to spend too long looking around here, but there are, and again, I'll come back and loot everything proper off camera just to make sure I've not missed anything. There's some bookcases, so we can kind of loot these. There's no, most of these are just copies of books that we've already seen. What's this though? An open letter on the oppression and peacocks. Okay. We'll probably read these at a later date when it feels a little bit more like useful. I don't know. When we've got a bit more time on our hands, I feel like we should probably get out
from the inside out. Must have been our warlock friend.
Yeah, when we've got a little bit more time on our hands, I don't really think we should hang around here too long. He can't speak with the dead on her because if he could, she'd be glowing. So she's no use to us. Also, there's nothing in her when she dies this way. I don't know whether she
without
has
a mark. Who the hell does she serve?
Raphael, like, I think she told us, right? I mean, it's been a week since I recorded that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she said that she works for Raphael. Okay, anything else of interest over here? No, it doesn't look like it. This is creepy. I don't know if this is meant to look like an illithid with all the, like, tentacles. Kind of gross.
What's inside?
There's a little bit of stuff to loot in this little bedroom that's of note. So we'll just kind of have a look around here. This little gilded chest. So this has one of the magic items in. It gives us Misty Step, which I can't get enough of Misty Step. It's one of my favourite spells. Very, very useful utility spell. Light these candles so we can see a bit better. What's this? Basic poison. We'll take it. And what's this book? What's that? No, cabinet. What's this? Recipe of elixir of arcane cultivation. We'll take it. That'll be useful for Gale. Some cash, love to see it. Another cabinet. So this book's a bit interesting. Selûnite Journal. Most of the pages in this age journal have been hastily torn out, perhaps for kindling. Thus, the interlocking circles will bring the full moons to match the stars, while casting darkness where it belongs at the bottom. The chasm to the Underdark will stay sealed. I confess the design is not foolproof to outsiders, but I had to sacrifice complexity for material resilience. I've always wondered why Selûne took me from the Hall of Wonders to serve at the temple as a priestess. Perhaps this was the reason. I don't feel like that's priestess good. I feel like that's from somebody, because the temple that we're in used to be a Selûnite temple and it was kind of like abandoned and overrun by goblins. So I don't think that's Priestess Gut who wrote that. I think that's like a previous priest. But we'll take that. That sounds like it could have been useful because we do need to go to the Underdark, right? At some point. A rotten fish in the bed. Gross. A is for Azareth and Other Gods, volume 6. So have a quick read of that if you want. Selûne, Shar, we know a bit about them already. Sylvanas, so Selûne's the goddess of the moon. She's kind of a goddess of light and goodness, similar to Alistairi. Shar is the goddess of darkness that Shadowheart kind of follows. Sylvanas is like the druid god. He's the one that all the druids of Druid's Grove was praying to. So just if you were curious about the gods, that's who they are. I'm going to take that just in case we need to reference it at any point. An elixir of fire resistance and health potions. Some scrolls. So it's definitely worth looting this little room. But he doesn't want to spend too much time down here. So he's going to have a quick glance down there and be like, I wonder where that leads. But that doesn't look like the way back to the goblin camp. So maybe it's this door. Oh, I think a couple more bookcases. Yeah, we'll just grab it. Again, I'll look at it later. Anything interesting, I'll kind of show you at a better time. Oh, Dirge, there you are. We were worried about you. What happened? Tells them everything. Karlach, what do you want?
There you are. Glad you're all right. What happened in there?
You didn't kill her, Dirge. I thought Priestess Gut was going to kill me, but someone appeared at the right time.
Really? Who?
A servant of Raphael, the Cambion we met.
Ugh. So now the rat is sending out cockroaches. Joy. Glad you're in one piece, but I doubt this little favor will come without a price. Let's get rid of this tadpole. Cambion might lose interest when we're a little less, well, interesting. There are enough absolutists in this place to fill a reserve trench. One of them must have something interesting to say, right? Let's find out.
Let's go and find them. I don't know if we're going to do much talking, to be honest, Karlach. I think we're going to do a little bit more killing in this episode, fair warning. So I'm going to have a little bit of a shuffle here. I'm going to ungroup, and I'm going to have Cordia, Shadowheart, Karlach, and Astarion for reasons. And I really hope this goes well, guys, because this is where it all goes horribly wrong, basically. I might save. Done literally nothing and I'm already saving. Okay, Shadowheart, do you want to speak to me? What's wrong? Let's go over here. Let's just go over here a little bit where it's a bit lighter. Shadowheart, you want to speak to me? What's wrong?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Well, now I'm intrigued. Do continue.
I can never take for granted how someone might react when they learn I worship Lady Shar. Easier to just keep it a secret than take the risk. But you showed you had an open mind. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shar, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shar, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shar's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Well, I know where you get it from then. So Cordia would 100% understand this desire to serve her goddess in a more official capacity, in a more well-respected role. Again, Cordia being a cleric as well and a follower of Alistairi, she has those deep religious sentiments that Shadowheart also has. So yeah, she would totally understand and support this for her at this point. But she's gonna say in this moment, do you think she'll ever relent and make you a dark justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shar's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
At this point, she's not going to question her further. Again, she understands her right to privacy and she'll open up when she's ready to open up. So she's just going to say, thank you for sharing. So at this point, I want to tell you about a new mod that I've installed. And this is something that I've ummed and ahed about. So if you remember, if you actually look back at all the dialogues that we've done with Shadowheart, we've chosen nearly all the ones that give you really good approval. And at this point, we should have really high approval with her, where, you know, she's really trusting us and we have a really good relationship. But unfortunately, because I used the friends cantrip on her in a couple of dialogue checks, she had a huge amount of that approval kind of knocked off. So I am a little bit upset about that. I'm a bit salty because if you read the actual description of friends, it says that it has consequences at like more difficult levels, and simply playing on kind of like easy mode, kind of, well, not easiest mode, but normal mode, I feel like it shouldn't have had those consequences, and it wasn't made clear to me. So I'm upset about that. It's not something I feel like I can go back and redo at this point. We've done too much. So I decided to install a mod to correct that. Now all my mods will be listed down below. It's something like approval cheat or something is the mod name, but you'll find it in the list in the description box. And basically it just gives us these keys, and the keys allow you to add approval points. Now I'm not going to abuse that. I'm going to mostly go with where we're up to with the game, but we are approaching a kind of key moment in the game where it's quite important to have certain levels of approval with certain people to get certain scenes, and with it being my perfect playthrough, I don't want to miss those. I want to show those on camera. So I am gonna take the decision at this point, because I haven't cheated up until now. Everything is exactly as it was at this point, but because she's the scenes that we're activating with her now, they seem like we have this really good relationship, right? She's just shared a really big dream and ambition of hers, and it doesn't feel like what the gameplay we're experiencing doesn't feel in line with how her approval is. So I am going to just, what I see is correcting her approval using that key in this moment, but just to show you what she actually says before we do that, just to give you a feel of like of what the relationship, how the relationship feels at this point. So if we go on, I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
This is always available for Shadowheart, and if you ask how am I holding up in your estimations, she will kind of either be a bit salty, which is what, like, we've asked this a few times basically in this Let's Play. Like near the beginning we had quite a good dialogue here, and then we kind of ruined it, and she's been really nasty to us since, but we've got the good one back again. So if I ask now, how am I holding up in your estimations?
I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
So she's considering us a kindred spirit, right? Which indicates she's quite friendly with us. So if I just come out of this and we go to her character sheet, it still actually says neutral. So yeah, so we may use the key to get her approval up, but we'll wait till the end of the episode and we'll kind of judge it at that point. But just again, letting you know that if I hadn't have ruined it with the friends cantrip, you know, we'd be doing really well with Shadowheart by now, and it's just killing me that ruined it for us. So okay, let's go. I just want to, I think she would just run straight back out the front door, like the way that she came in.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
I want to speak to Minthara. I want to give her one more try, one more chance to just be a good person and maybe renounce Lolth and sign up to the Cult of Illustory and just be a good person. I don't think she, you know, I can just tell that she's a nice person. You know, sometimes the Underdark, growing up there, it makes you have to put up a tough front, you know, and underneath that I'm sure there's a big squishy heart who we can get to know and love. But let's go and chat and see, let's just see what she says. So she's still over here planning. Hello? What was that? Wait, what was that? What was that? Who's shouting? I don't know what that was.
These pariahs, they're prepared to fight for the Absolute.
What they do ain't exactly fighting. All they gotta do is light up their powder and burn.
Then they're prepared to die for the Absolute. Good.
Dying's the only thing they're good at.
Well, that doesn't sound like a good plan at all. Let's have a quick chat.
I need a quick word.
I'm sure we can make her see reason.
The goblins tell me that you extracted a confession from our prisoner, True Soul. Without your help, they would have extracted nothing but screams and blood. It is time for the raid to begin. The Grove and those who are hiding there will fall. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name.
Go to their refuge, and make your way inside. As a friend.
Oh shit. Well, the artifact she's talking about is the artifact that Shadowheart has that she stole from the Githyanki. And in a way, it's good that she has no idea that we've got it on us and that she thinks it's at Druid's Grove. That's good for us, but bad for Druid's Grove. And we made a lot of friends there. I don't want her to attack the place. Well, I prefer to face my enemies rather than stabbing them in the back, like I am now.
How noble. I prefer to win. I will gather a raiding party and move into position. You will open the gates from the inside when the time is right to strike. We will cleanse the place of infidels and burn it to the ground in the Absolute's name. And then we will be the first among her favorites.
Okay, and again, she grew up in the Underdark, you know, women like this, she's used to dealing with. She knows she has to be a little bit tough with her. She's going to say, well, I've done enough. The battle is yours to fight. This is your glory. I don't want anything to do with it.
I do not intend to lead a suicidal charge. The goblins are expendable. I am not. The Absolute brought you here for a reason. To throw open those gates so we can crush our enemies.
I'm a little bit busy. The Absolute requires my presence at moonrise. Can you provide safe passage?
Yes. I suppose I might offer you passage. But first, you will raise the grove and honor our mistress.
Guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to talk her out of this. I think I might have to use delay tactics. I have other business to attend to, but good luck with that.
Take care of it, quickly. You are needed here, and my patience wears thin.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already failed me once. And now you dare to question me?
I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't.
Your life, much like your words, is meaningless, whelp. End the latter to save the former.
I'm a big Minthara fangirl. Minthara, I love her. Yeah, we're just going to leave her to it. She's not going raiding the goblin camp yet, thankfully. A bit worried about this eye. Actually, let's just hang out here. I'm going to say what happens while they're... Shush, Minthara, I'm talking.
Scouts said they heard something moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern. Our prey is elsewhere.
So, yeah, I'm going to say that while Cordia was having that conversation with Minthara, Astarion, you know, he got a bit bored. He kind of wandered off by himself, kind of, you know, had a bit of a wander around, see what he could find, and he found himself over here. Let's have a chat with these goblins.
I tell you, heading to see our new pet. It didn't seem easy, I'll give it that.
What pet?
Do you think the dwarf is ready yet? I'm hungry.
Oh no, you can't eat the
Just want to
dwarf.
stand by here. No boots.
Watch your step down by the pens. Wargie's been getting fat on your kind lately.
Hardly. I don't have any fat on me, and I resent the fact that you would say such a thing.
Seen this mess? Flaming Fist Thuggo took a chunk out me arm last raid out.
Why show me? Go find a healer.
Tried the priest, but she says the Absolute will set me right in time for the next raid.
You fought a flaming fist?
That last in with it. They were guarding some uppity noble and his friends. Not very well, mind. Drag carried him off. Left the real spoils to us.
So I think what I'm going to do right now is...
I'm just saying, those eyes.
Maybe a little fireball to the face.
Do you want to become or being arrested for assault? Judging by the look on this guard's face, you're getting off lightly.
So what Astarion was thinking there was, okay, I'm a bit bored of this place. Kind of ready to do something else. We need to find Halsin. The rest of the party aren't going to let us leave until we find him. We know that he's down in the prisons, in the ward pens. So if I get myself arrested, I can go and check the place out. Master plan. Acquiesce. Is that word? Acquiesce and follow him to prison. So Astarion has discovered the walk pens. Yay, Astarion! He took one for the team. He's going to have a bit of a look around while he's down here. What's in this barrel? Anything useful? It's just some water. I'll take it. What's this mysterious hole?
Decaying legs protrude from the hole. A failed escape, it seems.
Inspect the body. Perhaps he has some gold on him. Oh, just Astarion, you are not having a lucky day. I need to save.
It seems the tunnel collapsed mid-dig and suffocated him. A crooked heart is embroidered on his left shoe.
Pull the body free.
The body comes loose, revealing a tunnel. Perhaps you can escape where he failed.
Good to know, but looks a bit dirty. I think I'll see if I can find another way. Anything on this guy? No. Fool. Okay, so I definitely want to save. Okay, so when you get arrested, they take all your stuff off you. But we're gonna creep. Here's the guard right here. Look away, guard. Aha, that's what I wanted. Pickpockets. They moved away too fast. That's fine, that's fine. I can lockpick this place. I was gonna try and lockpick the key, but they moved too fast. Okay, we can do this. Can we do this? No, we can't do this. Try again, Astarion, it's fine. Roll again. I don't want to use inspiration. Just continue. It's okay. Try again. We don't have our lockpick kits right now. No, I keep failing. Astarion, you should have got that key, dude. Phew, we did it. Oh my goodness. Don't open them. Just unlock them. Don't open them. Perfect. Right, come and creep back here. We're just gonna hang out for a minute. I think he'd really want to get his stuff back. Let's risk it. Let's risk it for a biscuit. That made a lot of noise. Our stuff's in this one, I think. It's saved. Grab it. Right, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Lock the gate again. They'll never know. Ha 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 ha. Nope, we don't need the bone. Okay, we've got his stuff back. So let's equip everything. So he wants his short sword, his dragon grasp, violin, very important. He does have violin proficiency now, doesn't he? Spell thief, and I think that is all his good stuff. So let's just sort his inventory out and we are set and ready to go. He's just going to wait for the perfect opportunity and he's going to hang out and kind of suss the place for a while. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So Cordia, Shadowheart and Karlach, they finished talking to Minthara and they're like, where did he go? Astarion, excuse me, small goblin, lovely, pleasant, strong goblin. Have you seen a pale drow anywhere? I know he's not a drow, we're in disguise. And they're going to say, yeah, we took him to the prisons. And she's going to like, oh, well, I would love to see him suffer a little bit. He has been quite a nuisance lately. And we're going to go into the prisons as well.
Again?
Oh, guys, Halsin might be down here. Let's go and see if we can find Halsin and Astarion. We need to rescue him. Oh, look here. There's a bear. Do you think that's Halsin? I can talk to animals. Let me go and talk to him.
See? It squealed! Hit it again!
Keep your hands steady, 3.
Stop them! Free me!
Again! Again! Make it squeal again.
Oh, these goblin children are most unpleasant. What the hells are you doing?
We're juicing it up. The beast came in here with those robbers, killed Dink and Mince too. Boss is thinking of serving it to the wargs.
And it makes funny noises.
We made it squeal.
Look, you'll see. Give me that rock. I'll show ya.
Leave him alone.
What here? Get lost if you can't stand a bit of roughhousing.
Release me! Get rid of them!
We're gonna have to attack the goblins. I don't see the other choice here. So she wouldn't attack them, but I feel like she would attack them with words again. She would be like, I am your superior here, and I say that you need to leave him alone, and everything kicks off.
Time for blood!
Oh, I don't think this is one of the friendly kind of spiders, actually. I don't know if I can reason with this one. So what we need to take into account here, if we assess the situation, these are children. 3 and 1 are actually goblin children, and I would like to keep them alive, if possible. This bear seems quite riled up and angry at them at this time, because they were throwing rocks at him, so he might be in a bit of a blind rage. I want to try and protect the children from the bear. The bear is friendly to us. He's green, so that's good. Astarion is still up here. He is not in initiative yet, so we can use him to kind of sneak around at any point. This guy here, Beastmaster Zerg, if we kill him, the spider will disappear, so we don't want to waste our actions on the spider, because if we kill him, that disappears anyway. There's also these wargs in this pen. Currently they're penned in, but we don't want the Beastmaster or this other guy to be able to run over and let them loose. So I want to try and take this guy out if I can. I have got a decent amount of magic missiles, which I'm going to use on him right now. He's got 19 hit points, and this does between 8 and 20 damage. So fingers crossed this works. There we go, and the spiders disappeared. You see, tactics, guys, not just a pretty face. Just again joking about myself. Honestly, you should see me when I've not got my makeup on. And then there's also this guy here. But I think what Cordia would do in this moment is she would probably. The bear goes last. I think we want to give these kids a fighting chance. So she's gonna sanctuary this one. Okay, get out of here, children. Yeah, that's cool. That's what we've got. Look at how it runs. Again, I don't like them. They're definitely mean, but they are children, right? They deserve the chance to, I don't know, get adopted by a druid and become better people or something. You know, maybe the guys that we left alive who like poetry and books, maybe they can, you know, educate them a little bit on being nicer creatures. I don't know. Okay, Shadowheart then. I think we need to move over here and see if there's anything we can do on this guy, Butcher Vrak. Can we do a risky guiding bolt on this guy? A level 2 guiding bolt on Butcher Vrak. Oh my goodness, she hit and did 16 damage. That's pretty decent for Shadowheart. And again, I'm going to use her Sanctuary on the other little goblin kid. Which one is it? Where is it? That one there, just to keep them safe. And that is that. They're running to get help, but we can deal with this. It's fine. At this point, maybe I want to get a Astarion in the mix, so he can creep out. Now, as long as he's creeping and he doesn't go in the red, he can basically move around freely, and he's not in initiative. So we can get all the way over here, actually. We can actually probably get all the way over to Butcher Back. Vrak, is that his name? He's got 11 hit points. I think I probably just need to get to about here and do a sneak attack on him. Fingers crossed that'll take him out. Are you in position? We're doing a good job. And then I want to re-hide.
Time for a new
and maybe just move him slightly further this way so we can get some shots on the wargs, perhaps. Okay, we're doing well. This is good. Shadowheart end turn. So you can see if they don't get released with the lever, they start to try and bite through the cage like the bear did. Okay, Karlach then. Can you run over here? I would like you to deal with these wargs, Karlach. I feel like, you know, you've got the bear heart, you understand animals, get yourself in here. I'm using Hellcrawler to do damage to them. Done a little bit of damage, and then we're just going to go in with a main hand attack, and we're going to go for the one with less health, with the biggest chance of taking them out, basically. And making them miss the turn. He's got 1 hit point left, unfortunately. That's fine. We're going to action surge, and I'm going to, again, because she's a heavy hitter, I'm going to go for the other one and reduce the hit points with the idea that Cordia might be able to use Magic Missile to take them both out on her next turn. Yeah, okay, that is pretty good. We'll stick with that. This warg is going to get a shot on her, so but she should be fine. She is a bit of a tank. Oh, also I've got another mod here by Cerberry, who is one of my favourite mod creators. Go and check them out. It's the Hugs mod, so we can hug people whenever we want, which is just lovely. But we don't want to hug the warg, so let's keep going. It took fire damage. It took fire damage on its turn. Amazing. We're doing so well, guys. Yeah, so the bear does go after the children, unfortunately, but he used Dash as his action and he didn't get a shot on him. So I think they're going to be okay. Now, we do have this person here with 15 hit points. So I think what I'm going to do, because that warg, we've only got 1 warg left and it doesn't have many hit points. So right now I think this one's the bigger threat. I think Karlach's going to manage with the other one, basically. I am going to... Who have I got here? Yeah, let's just go heavy. Let's go in with Magic Missile and do as much damage to this one as we can. Oh, that's terrible angle there. Sorry, guys. Took them out. Perfect. We're doing super. We're doing great. Let's also get up here again. Cordia is going to have the idea that she wants to kind of like protect the children, maybe try and whisper in the bear's ear and protect them a little bit. She has got, in case of an emergency, the Quicken spell as well, just to kind of note that. Run, children, run! Save yourselves from the bear, but don't throw rocks at them again. Learn your lesson. This is called karma, children. Be better people. Okay, let's just give it a second. There we go. So the people who were outside came in because the goblin kids kind of went out and yelled for help, which is fine. They seem to have healed since the Astarion had a shot on them. What do we want to do here? Shadowheart. Maybe we just go in with another guiding bolt. She was doing quite well with them. 5 to 30 seems like overkill with these because they haven't got many hit points. So who goes first? So if you look at the top of the screen, you can see in the initiative whose turn it is next. So the next one in the queue would be this one. So we'll try and take that one out first. Brilliant. Brilliant. They don't stand a chance, quite frankly. Yeah, I think we're good. We don't even need to heal. So Shadowheart, just maybe come to one side so they can't get like a direct line on you. And yeah, that's it. End your turn. Now Astarion is still hidden, so if we're very, very sneaky and very, very lucky, we might actually be able to get another sneak attack on these guys. We're at a bit of a funky angle with that. In that case, use your Misty Step to get behind them. And again, they don't have a huge amount of hit points, so I think we're just gonna go in and jab them. Sneak attack, yeah, might as well. Beautiful. Great job, Astarion. Yeah, end turn. Right, the Warg's getting a shot on Karlach. Didn't actually take the turn. Karlach, I think it's time to end this one. Yeah, don't mess with my girl. Alright, Karlach, just hang out there for a second. We'll let you out in a moment. What are you gonna do? He's just gonna run over there. Fine. So we've just got one to take out, basically. Let's run over a little bit further. And I guess we'll go in with the classic magic missile. Do I need a magic missile? Is that overkill? Do I have a cantrip I could use? Let's give it a go with a fireball. I've always got my oh no, not enough movement. Yeah, it's gonna have to be magic missile in that case. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. It is Halsin! I knew it. Hello.
Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. Not only do you speak with a bear, but you free it too? A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin.
I mean, I can't take any credit for freeing you. You kind of freed yourself. You're very, very strong. You're Halsin. The Master Halsin of the Emerald Grove?
Yes, but just Halsin will suffice. Unbecoming to demand honorifics from the one who saved my hide.
I didn't do much. You could have done all that by yourself, really. I've been to the Emerald Grove. It's in danger.
I am aware. I foolishly left it vulnerable to this rabble. There's work to be done. That look in your eyes. I've seen it before. Are you feeling all right? Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible?
Well, I'm actually a cleric of Elistery, and I think she's protecting me in my dreams. I don't know.
It's no coincidence that you found me here, Aloija. You're after a cure for this parasite. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles, but I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure.
You learned all this from your studies?
Indeed. After we dealt with the drow that ambushed us, Nettie and I were able to inspect the corpse, and the creature that slithered out of it. I had no idea anyone beyond their ranks was infected. You have my sincere sympathies.
What should I do?
I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated.
At least I know what to do now. Thank you.
Wait, I could help you find a cure. But I need to settle matters here first. I've no right to ask more of you. But if you could help me, I'd be free to join your journey to Moonrise. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected.
Oh, that would be wonderful. All right. How do I help? We can talk about Korga later. Not important right now.
My thanks. If you prevail, I'll owe you the debt of a lifetime. Rare is the beast that survives decapitation. Help me eliminate the Drow Minthara, the Hobgoblin Draw Ragslin, and that perversion of a priestess, Gut. They are the ones holding these parasites together. Remove them, and nature will cure itself.
Well, about Priestess Gut, see, my friend Dirge got into a bit of a situation with her, and you don't need to worry about her anymore. Mummy Thara, I'm sure I can talk to her again and solve that problem. Draw Ragslin seems like a bit of a bully. Maybe we should team up and sort him out together. And having a bear with me, having a shape-shifting bear druid at my side might make things a bit easier.
Be warned. My presence could make things more difficult. I can only restrain my bear form so much. I won't be able to help but attack goblins. If I join you, we'll likely have to slaughter this entire place. You may want to use discretion when approaching the goblin leaders.
It's a shame there, because if Karlach was closer to us, we would have got approval from Karlach, but because she's in the wolf pen, she was too far. And then Astarion disapproved because he was stood right next to us, even though he wasn't grouped. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, but we got sweet Shadowheart's approval there, so fingers crossed she might like us a bit more. I might not have to use the key. Come with me.
So be it. May Sylvanas lend us nature's fury.
I feel like Cordy is fangirling a little bit at Halsin, because she's heard so much good stuff about him. While we were in the Emerald Grove, everybody was talking about him. Everybody missed him. Everybody was talking about what a great leader he was. So she's really, like, he's kind of built up in her mind right now. So she's really just excited. And excited that he's alive and that they found him and that they've been able to free him. All that good stuff. But I think right now we probably need to do a little switcheroo and go back to Dirge. Okay, so Dirge, get your crew together. We're gonna have Will, Lae'zel, and Gale, surprisingly, is spending a little bit of time with Dirge today.
Before me.
Lae'zel's noticed this room over here. She's like, what's in that room? They mentioned that Zhentarim outside, mentioned smoke powder, right? So maybe we could make some use of that. Let's jump through.
What's that?
So there are a few like little creepy tunnels. There's one up here. I don't actually know where they all lead. I might check that out off camera between episodes, and if I find anything interesting, I'll kind of let you guys know. Now these are all red, which means that you do get in trouble if anyone sees you stealing from them. But since everybody's outside, they have no idea that we are absolutely raiding the place. And there's some okay stuff in all of these. I don't know if Astarion's not with us. We could open this heavy chest, but basically there's just like a tiny bit of gold in it. Let's maybe, Gale, are you? Oh gosh, he's not even over here.
A lot on my mind.
Dirge, can you pick that up?
In it.
Steal.
What's that?
So he's not encumbered. We'll just keep hold of that then, I guess. We don't need all those short swords and things. Probably should take them because honestly they're better off in our hands than they are in the Zhentarim hands. But Lae'zel, you're quite strong. Do you think you could pick up some of that smoke powder? So there's 6 smoke powder barrels in here. I think Lae'zel can probably pick up 3, maybe 4. Yeah, we've got 4. Can you pick up another one? No, that's encumbered. Okay, Will, what are you doing? Can you climb over here, please, Will? Why can't you get in here? Dude, come on. There we go. He's got it. Just had to get the right angle. Come and get the rest of the smoke powder. I'm pretty sure this could come in handy. The rest are all fire wine, which can come in handy, but I don't have a use for it right now. Let me just quickly double check. Did I check these barrels? These crates? Yeah, I did. Okay. And again, we want to sneak out the back way. We don't want the Zhentarim to catch us. And again, we don't like the Zhentarim. They are basically taking the prisoners from the goblin camp and selling them as slaves. So the Zhentarim are bad guys, is what you need to realise. Let's jump across and... Dirge is going to go and check in on Cordia and see how she's getting on with Minthara, because honestly, he worries about her. He's never really had like nice friends before, and he's learning to kind of like trust them. Cordia's very sweet to him, so you know, he's starting to feel a bit protective. He's got like big brother energy over Cordia now, so yeah, he's like, I don't really, I'm worried she's not safe. She's a bit naive, basically. And he gets over here and there's no sign of her. This eye here is a little bit of trouble because it can call in more. It basically sounds the alarm. So yeah, so it actually has got a lot of resistances, but it's got thunder vulnerability. And I think Gale, if we're very lucky, God, they're so noisy. I think Gale might have a thunder spell on him. He does. Okay, Gale, can you thunder the eyeball, please? I don't want to do it here because it'll hit us. I kind of want to wait until it goes over here and I can get that goblin at the same time. Also, you can see there's hit points on this bridge, so we can make people fall down if possible. So basically, oh god, that other goblin's gone now. We'll wait until he comes back. I'll tell you what the plan is while we're waiting. So while we're waiting for this eye to move, I'm going to tell you what my plan is here. Minthara is actually a companion character, as is Halsin. So we can recruit him as a companion, just like Astarion and Will and Karlach and everything like that. Normally you get Minthara in an evil playthrough. You can side with her and attack Druid's Grove, which means that she'll be a companion option. But it is possible to get her on a good playthrough, and I'm going to show you how. Now what the key is to make her temporarily hostile, and I'm going to do that by attacking the eye, and what we need to do then is knock her out while she's temporarily hostile, and then basically we're going to jump through a few more hoops, but that means we'll be able to recruit her later on. So I'm really excited. Hopefully it works. It's very finicky, but that's the plan. Okay, I'm just going to attack it. We're just going to go for it. Perfect. Oh, it's the cats go first. The cat rolled highest on initiative. Oh my goodness, Minthara goes before us all. That is so scary. Okay, she hits hard, guys. I don't know if we can do this. I need to, oh, why is that, why, cat, why? Okay. We need to toggle on passives. I can't forget. Oh gosh, this might go horribly wrong. Cat, you need to just get up here and hide, basically. Can you just get some distance and like get in this little corner over here and just stay out of this whole situation? Okay. Guys, wish me luck. But like I say, so Minthara, above her little thing, it says temporarily hostile. And then what we need to do, is go to passives and toggle on passives. But I don't think I can do it when it's not my turn. Oh my goodness. Okay, cat, end turn. Minthara, I'm scared of you. Be nice. Oh no. We also need to stop that goblin hitting that drum. He's going to go for the drum, I think, to like call more people in. I'm really nervous. I don't always do this successfully. Okay. Damn. Right. We need to make Minthara the priority. I'm tempted to save. Okay, let me just check those passives. So I'm going to take off Great Weapon Master All-In because she's hard to hit anyway, and I find that I miss a lot if I've got this toggled on, so I'm going to take that off. And we need non-lethal attacks on. We don't want to kill her. If we kill her, we have to do it all over again because I am not missing out on Mummy Thara gameplay. Okay, just come and try and hit a Lae'zel. You've got this, girl. We need to break that whole person as well. Damn it, she still missed. Action Surge. Okay, use your... She doesn't have Hilt Smash. Right, just go again. You've got this. Okay, brilliant. maintained a concentration on the hold on Dirge. That is not good. And we've got another goblin that's just joined the fight. Oh, I can do it again. Look, because she has Great Weapon Master, she can do like this as a bonus attack. It's really, really cool because it's like her main hand weapon attack as a bonus action. I'm excited, guys. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, do it again. Hit her again. Let's hope she breaks concentration on whole person, because if she gets hits on Dirge, he might actually go down. Damn it, Lae'zel, why are you like this? I want to get on this side of her so she can't push me off. Okay. Right, Gale.
The witching hour.
Okay, Gale. He's only got his bonus action. I am just going to have him Misty Step to safety. I'm going to have him go over here with his cat just to get some distance. Okay. Damn, I'm so annoyed that Dirge has lost his action.
Forever dauntless.
Okay, Will. She's got 30 hit points. He can hit quite hard. He's also got Scorching Ray. I think what I'm going to do is 2 hits of Scorching Ray, because if I do 36, like, it might be too much. She might die rather than get knocked out. But I think that'll give me 24 hits maximum on Minthara. And then I can also get a hit on this. Oh, I can't do it. I'm not in a good position. Okay, Will, come up here for a second.
Time to waste.
Let's try that again. So 2 hits on Minthara and 1 hit on the drum, and then he can't hit the war drum. Okay. And then Minthara, how are you doing? 16 hit points. She's gonna get a hit on us. I'm upset about this. I could try and pommel strike her, but I don't think I've got the movement. No. So I think I'm gonna try and push this goblin off this ledge. Oh, I'm at the wrong angle. Damn it. Damn it. I shouldn't have moved. Let's push him anyway. Okay, we did a thing. I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna end turn, which means Minthara's gonna get another go on us soon. I'm very scared. I'm not too worried about the other goblins. Oh my goodness, but you did just hit my cat. Oh no, he hit Gale. That's okay, as long as he doesn't hit the cat. The cat is just going to sneak over here and try and stay out of sight. Okay. Oh, she healed. No. I should have used Bone Chill. But the problem with Bone Chill is I find that when I use Bone Chill, sometimes she accidentally dies. So I'm trying to avoid using it. Okay. Rozak attacked Will, so he can now Hellish Rebuke, which is one of my absolute favourite spells. It's a reaction and it's great. Watch this. Oh, I can't believe he didn't die from that. Where are you going, mate? Yeah. Oh, it's because he was whole person. No, that's okay. We can get him back up with Healing Word. There we go. Not a problem. Maybe I needed to use a Potion of Speed. I don't know. 40 hit points. Can Dirge take his action? He can take his bonus action. Okay. What do I want him to do? Quick Spell Finger? See, I can Bone Chill her, but I'm just scared that that's going to mean that she dies. He does need to heal, but I don't know if I just want to get him to move out of... yeah, the best bet is to heal with him, isn't it? I'm just going to hold my action for a second with Dirge. Let's go back to Lae'zel and see how many hits we can get on Minthara. I'm going to have her have a Potion of Speed, I think. Because she's my heaviest hitter. Not enough resources? Oh, her bonus action's gone? Why? Oh, because oh, no. Okay, fine. Just hit her. Oh, crit. Okay, she's still got 22 hit points, though. Oh, I'm so sad I don't have my bonus action. Okay. Does Dirge have an
only way out is
through? He does. Right, hang on. Let me take a step away from this goblin. And then I can basically go around over to Lae'zel. And we're gonna do a Potion of Speed, which I've got a plan, okay? It's complicated. I'm just gonna do it and you'll understand what I'm doing. So we want a Potion of Speed, which gives us an extra action per turn. Oh, I went off it because I'm stupid. Potion of speed. There we go. I'm gonna drop it. Can I not drop it? Yes, I dropped it. Okay, where is it? Did I drop it? Or did I not drop it? I don't know if I dropped it. Did Cordia drop it? Cordia might have dropped it. Oh my god. Right, potion of speed. I'm gonna have to remember to pick that up. Oh god, I'm excited, so I'm misclicking. Potion of speed. Okay. Split item. Confirm. Okay. And then I need to find it again. There it is. Send to Dirge. Okay. Dirge. Can you drop item? Yes. Okay, he can drop it. Perfect. Where is it? It's there. I need to get it for me and Lae'zel, but not Minthara. Because if Minthara gets extra actions, we're all gonna die. She hits hard. She's a paladin. Okay. Fingers crossed this just gets me and Lae'zel. Okay, I now have Arcane Acuity as well. Perfect. Okay. And this means I can also move over to Will.
Very well.
As close as I can. Because Will needs healing and I need healing. But if I get a potion of healing, split item, we just want one. And I can throw this now. Because I used the potion of speed, I get another action, even though I didn't have an action last time. So now I can use my action to throw, and I can heal me and Will, I think. It looks like it's only healing Will there. Okay, let's hope for the best that this gets both of us. Yeah, it did. Okay. Oh my god, tactics, guys. Right, run over here, Dirge, to a little bit of a place of safety. Okay, that was complicated, but let's keep going. So now Lae'zel has another action, and we're just going to go in again with the classic hit. Fingers crossed we knock her out. Damn it, we missed. Why? No, Lae'zel.
Nice roll in my favor.
Okay, Gale, what do you have, mate? She's got 22 hit points. Okay, magic missile. That's going to do up to 20, so we'll do that on her. Okay, she now has 10 hit points, which means with a little bit of luck, Will
on the victor's path. No
might be able to knock her out on this turn. He has 2 attempts, pommel strike and main hand attack. So let's try and reduce her hit points with our main hand attack. Fingers crossed she doesn't die. Is she knocked out? She's knocked out! She's knocked out! So if that moves, you can see it says knocked out temporary, and she has 1 hit point. That's what we needed. Right, we can just clear up now. We can get rid of these other goblins. So maybe I can push this guy? Oh, I can't get the right angle with these pushes. That's fine. Let's pommel strike. We tried. It was an attempt. If he can go on that bridge... Perfect. I'm not scared. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Or something like that. Right, you continue to hide. Cat. Do not attack the cat. Gale will be so mad at you. Gale will end you if you hurt his cat. Okay, they're missing a lot. That's perfect. Okay, Dirge hide.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
Damn, he couldn't hide. I was going to try and... Oh, I can still sneak attack him? Let's go. Perfect. And oh my god, I've got an extra action. I forgot I had the extra action. I can also ice knife. That's gonna get Gale. Do you know what? Let's just go for this and make that guy fall down. He doesn't have anything good on him. There we go. That was fun. Perfect. Dirge, you're doing amazing, mate. I'm so glad you're here.
I will ascend.
To do the things that I didn't want Cordia to do. I was originally going to have Cordia fight Minthara and Dirge fight Eralyne, but because she loses approval, I can't have that, because Cordia's whole thing is like making Drow better, so I can't have her having a bad relationship with Mummy Thara. It's just, it had to be Dirge. Okay. Again, Cordia has no idea all this is going down. She's like, I'm sure I can talk her around. Let's get Scrut. Scrut. 1 hit point. Honestly, Well, I'm going to use her second action on the guy that's threatening Will, I think. Actually, can I get over there? Okay, my plan then, in that case, is can I shove him? He's not going to go where I need him to go if I shove him. He's going to get an opportunity attack on me, isn't he? Hang on a second. Right. Will.
This is my time.
Can you push him down there? No, you can't. Okay, fine. We'll just... Lae'zel. just hit this guy. Oh my god. Lae'zel, really? Honestly? Why? Why, Lae'zel? Let's go... Oh, no. Go here. Let's try and push him. Try and shove him. That's a very handy pit. I understand why... I don't know why Lae'zel's talking like that. So, how does she speak? That's a very useful pit. I understand why the drow value them so much. bad Lae'zel impressions for the win. Okay, let's get over to this guy. Right, Gale. This guy's threatening your cat. What are you going to do about it? You're going to... I don't want to use all his spells. We're going to go with a low-level magic missile to the face. Don't mess with Gale's cat. We've still got Will. So I think it might be the end for this guy. He's got Eldritch Blast. 2 down, 1 to go. Great job, guys. So if we go over here, there's some stuff that we can loot. I'm not going to loot Minthara because honestly, the intention is to keep her alive, and I don't really want her to wake up naked. You know, she needs her stuff to be able to survive till Act 2, where we can recruit her. So yeah, I'm going to leave her alone. Let's look at this map. Elegant pen strokes trace out a map of the local area. The Goblin's Den is indelibly marked in greenish ink. The word Chionthar waves across the bottom where the largest river flowed. 3 additional locations are noted. I can't speak. I'm excited about knocking out Minthara. Not that I wanted to. If there was a way to kind of befriend her and make her a good person in that moment, I would have taken that, but there isn't. Caravan Goblins is scrawled to the northwest of the camp. Tollhouse Knolls is marks the far north territory. Forest Supply hovers over an arrow pointing to the forest just to the camp's east. Beneath is small letters between the laurels. Okay, interesting. I guess we can go and check that out. There is this gilded chest as well, which has some modded armor in, which I'm very excited about, because we get this like cool drow leather armor, which I think looks really good on Astarion, and also the water sparklers, which either Cordia or Gale or maybe even Dirge could use. This says the wearer stands in water during combat, it becomes electrified. Electrifying! If the wearer starts their turn on an electrified surface, they gain 3 lightning charges. Now Cordia is all about those sweet, sweet lightning charges, so I'm going to send it to her. Maybe she's going to take those. And then, like I say, I'm probably going to only use 1 of these, but we'll take them all and we'll see how they look, because yeah, Astarion can wear those. Or Cordia, actually, because it is drow armor. Okay. So we burned our bridges, so we're going to have to leap across here now. There's a book here, Oral Histories of Faerun, Paladin Oathbreakers. Interesting. We don't want to read that now, but we'll take that for later because Oathbreaker Paladins are interesting. We're going to have a few Paladins on the team by the time I'm done because they're very heavy-handed. The Curse of the Vampire. We've read that already. That we know Astarion's a vampire, guys. That's old news. Scroll of Scorching Ray. That's what you just saw me use with Will. Very, very useful. Yes, please. Crystalline Lens. We'll take it. We don't need the Goblin Scimitar. Okay, so next on our list of jobs, we're gonna do a little short rest. We're gonna do a little healy.
I'll feel that one later.
And then Dirge has come up with a bit of a plan of how to deal with this Draw Ragsling guy. He's just gonna walk straight up to him, sat on his throne, and he's just gonna talk to him.
What's up for discussion?
Sit at it. You're dread. Not the time for it here.
Well, I suppose there's no chance of reasoning with the man. And with the Zentrum, we have a delivery of smoke powder for you. Just leave it here. Very well. So I believe this is the most common method of dealing with Eralyne, the most effective method of dealing with him. We're just gonna stick some smoke powder barrels around him, and yeah, we'll see how that works out for him.
Objective noted.
There we go. We'll leave it here for your inspection. I think Will had the other two, didn't he? Yeah, maybe I want to move that one forward a tiny bit. There we go. And then there's this one as well. And this one here. There we go. Now, ideally, when we get into this fight, in an ideal world, we're going to keep this guy alive, because I am convinced he's some kind of spy, keeping an eye on the... I think he's a secret good guy, basically. So Kagran, hopefully we can keep alive, but we'll see. I'm going to keep passives on, just so I don't forget to turn that off. And I'm going to save. Okay. Nice doing business with you. Remember, Zentrum first, or something, I don't know. we hate the Zentrum. Alright, get over here everybody, and come and do a good old-fashioned squat. Here comes the cat as well. Group hide. Let's just make sure Gale's cat is like properly out of view back there. We'll tuck it in there, right behind that chest. Okay. I'm going to ungroup Dirge. No, that's not how I do it. I'm going to ungroup Dirge, and we're going to sneak across here. These rafters are so useful for this fight. Because it's basically like, make them come to you, you know?
Let's have a look.
They can throw stuff at you. They can do ranged attacks, but this is my favourite method. I find it, hopefully, you know, I don't want to kind of like say too much too soon, but I do find it to be quite effective. So let's go ahead and use this wardroom. Again, we don't want, there's two actually, there's that one and there's that one, but hopefully the smoke powder is going to take care of that one. So when nobody's looking, there's somebody coming, so I'm just going to hold off a second. I'm going to take out this wardroom and then immediately hide again. And hopefully nobody's going to realise we've done that.
Time for some bloody work. Softer than a whisper.
There we go. Hopefully we got away with that without drawing too much attention. That just stops them summoning more people. And then I'm going to hop over to Gale, probably. Wait, are you moving? No, he's fine. Gale.
Let's get this over with.
Who has Firebolt. I'm just going to have Gale creep over here and hopefully get a shot on one of these barrels. Now, it does put Gale in a bit of a tricky situation because he is a bit of a glass cannon, but... Oh no, his cat moved.
Into the fray.
Yeah, we're in...
Did it? You actually did it! The leader's dead! Praise Sylvanus. No, that's not right. Praise you, my friend. The Grove owes you a debt beyond measure. Killing's never my first choice, but those three were too dangerous to leave alive.
So we definitely killed Draw, basically, if we triggered this cutscene. I love how we're getting all the credit for Dirge basically taking out all three leaders. I've done my part. Now tell me about Moonrise.
Let's get out of this pit, firstly. Return to the Grove. I'll make my own way there. I can see to some matters there, and we can discuss what comes next amidst more bucolic surroundings than here.
Oh, he turned into a rat and scurried off, I think. Is that him? Yeah, did you see him? Okay, I am gonna come... Oh, there's the potion of speed. Right, pick that up before we forget. She accidentally dropped it from the wrong person's inventory. Okay, let's go back and see what's going on. Is Gale still alive? Well, he's in initiative, guys. Thankfully, he rolled high. Nobody got a shot on him while we were pulled into that cutscene. Okay, that is actually kind of amazing. So nobody else is in initiative yet, which is actually perfect. So I'm going to ungroup the cat. And we're just going to have him very, very carefully sneak back into the shadows back here, because we don't want him getting getting hurt. Even though he's just a conjured cat, he's not a real cat. You know, Gale's still protective over him. Okay, so Draw is dead. We can see him down there. We can even try and get Dirge to have a bit of a closer look. No, he can't because people are still moving around. They'll see us. Okay, Dirge, I think I would love for you to get into this situation and maybe take someone out. Maybe this guy here, Warrior Hook.
No time for mercy.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
Listen, Brain Visitor, I'm a little bit busy with something else right now, if you don't mind waiting. Okay, so Dirge is taking his turn. Let's go to Will next. Yeah, let's go to Will. There's that guy, there's Kagrin. So there's a bit of a gaggle here that we can probably have a go at taking out. Let's go Scorching Ray. One. Oh, I'm not in a good place to do it. Hang on, let me just move over a little bit here. Can I get a shot on them? What? No, path is interrupted. Move forward. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's reduce their number of hit points. Oh, we crit 2 of them. Amazing. Good job, Will. Okay, and I would love for him, it's not his turn. Lae'zel's not in battle yet. And I reckon we can probably... might be able to get down there, you know? Yeah, look. I can sneak up on that Kagrin guy and definitely knock him out. This is why, guys, top tip, always sneak before you initiate combat, because you get to move people around a little bit more freely. And it's not a hack, right? It's a game mechanic. It's just how the game works. So like I say, let's just check we've got passives on. Yeah, non-lethal attacks, because I am convinced he's some sort of good guy spy. Can we knock him out? Yeah, okay, that means I can take my passives off. Oh no, I can't because it's not my turn. But okay, let's go. Gale, move back into the shadows a little bit so they can't get a shot on you. And end your turn. I tell you what, that was a good throw, mate. Credit where credit's due. We hexed her? Strength? You bully. Here's the other guy. This is the guy that I don't like as much. Don't attack Gale! Okay. There's someone back here that Dirge might be able to take out. Let's creep over this way. Do I have advantage already? I do. Perfect. Ah, I didn't kill her. Okay, hide. And then we get a sneak attack on our next turn as well. I do have quick spell finger if things get a bit desperate, but I think we're okay.
Victory awaits.
Okay. Right, who have we got here? Lae'zel. Who can you get to? If I go back up, can she get to him? She doesn't have quite... It says she doesn't have enough movement, but I kind of think she might. No, let's just have her head over here, I think. So we'll take off non-lethal attacks. That does it for everybody. Oh, she's got an action surge. Oh, look, there's a guy here.
On the move.
Okay, action surge. Hit this guy. How dare you hex me? Rude. Can I shove him into the spider pit? Probably not from here. I probably need to heal. That might be my smartest move with her. There we go. Okay. Will.
Path.
So you don't have your action, but you do have your bonus action. You might be able to push this guy.
Making my move.
Let's give it a go. Damn. Okay, hopefully Will doesn't get pushed in return. What are you gonna do, mate? Oh, you're gonna cure wounds? Wimp. Even though I just did that with Lae'zel. She might not know where he is. Oh, she found him. Damn. Okay, Cat. It's fine. You do you. Gale. He is absolutely fine right now. And I reckon we can probably do a nice little magic missile on that guy, and 2 on this guy. Oh, that was not a good camera angle, but I think he took all 3 of them out. Yeah, all 3 of them. It's only that one near Dirge left. Good job, Gale. Oh, that was great. Okay. Dirge, you're up.
Is ever easy.
What are we going to do with this one? I would love a good push.
And away I go.
4 hit points. Right, arrow. Oh, damn. Why? And they're quite far away. I don't know if I can even get to them with Lae'zel right now. She can jump quite far. Where can you jump to, Lae'zel? You know what I might do? Gale's had his turn. What can Will do? Can Will get an angle on her? Because he is up here. So maybe he can come along this way. And maybe Eldritch Blast? Yay! We did it! We cleared out all 3 of the big bosses from the goblin camp. So that means looting time. Dirge, get down there. Where's my ladder? There it is. So our brain worm did tell us to go and loot Draw-Ragsling, basically. And we don't want that boring goblin stuff.
Moving ahead.
Apparently he's got a true soul tadpole, as though that's something that we want.
Here?
I'm guessing the Mind Flayer's already been looted. Yeah. Some gold, we'll take it. And then Draw-Ragsling, like with his head in the wardrobe that I was so worried about. Sorry mate, bad news for you. Yeah, so he's got the worm. He's got a Faith Breaker. Now this actually has a really cool attack. I think it's like 1 use only per short rest, but it's absolute power. A surge of divine energy accompanies your swing and possibly pushes the target back 5 meters. So I'm gonna, oops, if I can close the right thing, I'm gonna send that probably to Karlach, I think. Because she's one of my strongest characters. He's got Draw-Ragsling's key, which I think is going to open the treasure chest, which we adore. And then what else have we got? So let's have a look at these guys. I think I'm going to show you a lot of like the best loot in here. There is quite a lot of stuff. I don't want to kind of like bore you all with checking every single chest though. This guy though, this Kagran that we knocked out, if you open his stuff, he has like a full pack of camp supplies, and I don't know, he's kind of got the equipment that you get if you're an adventurer. He kind of has adventurer stuff on him. So I am convinced that he's some kind of adventurer that got himself into a situation. I don't know. I'm curious about Kagran. I think there's more to his story than perhaps a lot of people realise. Okay, at least that's my theory, that he was a good adventurer. Okay, so we've got loads of camp supplies. I'm going to take them. I'm going to get encumbered. Amazing. So this little gaggle of boxes here is really, really useful. You do have to be careful because there's things like smoke powder and fire wine, so you don't want to accidentally... There you go, smoke powder. Can someone pick that up, please? Lae'zel, you're pretty strong. Come and get the smoke powder. Because do you know what? That was a pretty effective method. And I think this smoke powder could come in useful again in the future. God, there's a lot of stuff around here, isn't there? I think everything else is just crates and barrels. So let Dirge kind of finish off doing that.
Times.
Potatoes! What else? Sorry, my kids are like a quarter Irish. Their granddad's Irish, so I'm allowed to go potatoes from time to time. There's no harm in it, right? It's potatoes of appreciation. And let's send all these camp supplies back because they're so heavy. Send to camp, and then we go to the big prize, this massive pile of treasure, which is less impressive than it looks like. It's just one big treasure chest basically. But it does have some good stuff in it. It has Selûnite's Dream, which I'm met about. It has Infernal Iron, which Karlach should hopefully be excited about. Where is she? She's not with us, unfortunately. Damn. I'm going to just send it to her. Gloves are the growling underdog. The wearer gains advantage on melee attack rolls while surrounded by 2 or more foes, so that is definitely good for my melee fighters, my brawlers. And spring step boots. The wearer dashes or takes a similar action during combat and they gain momentum for 3 turns, which increases your movement speed. So some really good loot actually in here. And yeah, that's it for this room. I think next up then, we just want to clear out a few more people from this goblin camp. And again, I think Dirge kind of wants to keep the place safe for Cordia. So there's some guys over here. I think we can probably sneak up behind them, I reckon.
Carefully now.
Let's go over this way. Oh, we've not got Astarion with us, have we? Damn.
Time to press ahead.
Okay, there's a guy in here, but he's a prisoner, so I don't think he's going to out us if we go and head over this way. You keep quiet. If you keep quiet, we might get you out of here at some point. Okay, some people over here. So let's have Dirge sneak up and take these guys out. They're having like a little break. This one's funny because he has like a little wee. Oh, we've been seen. Attack! We got a shot on us before we got a shot on them. Gale, magic missile. We might actually be able to take all of these guys out. Oh no, he's not in a good position to do it. Why is he rolling so high on initiative? Is it because... Oh, because he's got the Bow of Awareness, which gives you a +1 to your initiative rolls. That's so good. Cloud of Daggers. Get them both with the Cloud of Daggers. Good job, Gale. Not just a pretty face, you know? Who's not in initiative yet? Lae'zel.
My patience wanes.
Lae'zel, I think we can probably get a little sneak attack on this guy. I don't want Lae'zel to go in the Cloud of Daggers herself. Let me actually just drop that, because I don't think we need to keep it up, and I don't want Lae'zel getting damaged.
Keeping low.
And I want to see if she can just push him. Not yet. No, wrong angle. Let's just hit him. There we go.
All's well that ends.
Nice! Good job, everybody.
Not as bad as it could have. Have I been?
I'm not going to loot them again. I don't think they've got anything massively important on them, but I think we need to go and take out some of these people over here. Let's crouch again.
Best be on my way.
Again, like, Dirge loves Cordia. He knows that she's capable, but she's not the strongest fighter, and he just wants to give that little advantage.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I love that he goes invisible with his cloak. Oh, we're in initiative. Oh, guys. Who's got the most hit points? Oh, I can't do it on him. Him. Do it. Why is your path interrupted, Dirge? No, no. Okay. One down. And he's invisible again. I love it. Oh, why have I got so many attacks? Oh, he's coming up. He's coming to us. He's coming to us. Oh, because we're not in initiative yet. Where is he? Where did he go? Oh, he's here. Dude, you should have run away. Why are you running towards me? Mistakes were made by you today. Maybe you want to have a little jaunt to the spider pit. Oh, I've not got the angle. Oh, Dirge, why won't you get a good angle for this? That's not what I wanted. Good luck with the spiders, mate. Oh, I was like waiting for the spiders to take their turn. Well, now that the spiders are in combat... Yeah, no, I don't want to mess with the spiders as Dirge. I think the spiders like Cordia. I don't think they like Dirge, so I think we're just going to let the spiders end that.
Creator, destroyer.
Let's see what they do. There we go. Good job, Dirge. Okay, group hide.
Don't want to draw any attention.
And which way do I want them to sneak out of here? Because I kind of want Cordia to do the next bite. Yeah, so I'm just going to have Dirge hang out there, I think. So let's group Astarion. I don't know how that Halsin knew that everybody had been killed. It must have been the Illithid tadpoles. I don't know. He's actually not got a tadpole. Halsin is, I think, the only one of the adventurers who doesn't have a tadpole. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Minthara definitely does. There's someone else as well. There's 2 other people as well. I feel like they do. I need to go and check my facts. So this gives us animal friendship. I don't tend to use animal friendship very much. I would love for it to be a more useful spell than it is, but I just find that other methods are more useful, but I don't know. Okay, lots of camp supplies. I'm going to send them straight back to camp. Did I actually do that? Yeah, I did. Let's have a look at Butcher Vrak. I'll take your healing potion. Grease bottles, yeah, Gale likes those. And ooh, this doesn't, that does not look like, that is very suspicious meat. I'm glad Dirge isn't here, otherwise he'd be putting all that in his pocket. Let's have a look at Beastmaster's Zerg.
Good here, I hope.
Oh, look at these. Line breaker boost. Adrenaline rush. Once per turn when you dash, you gain wrath for 2 turns. Sorry, I thought my my time was running out on my phone, but it's fine. I'm not sure who uses those. I don't know if it's monks. Let's let Karlak out. Are you okay, Karlak? Should we get those warg? Is it like warg tongues that they have? Warg fangs, which give you elixir of bloodlust. Okay. And then have a quick look at these pile of bones just in case. So, warg fang, goblins undoing. Goblins have disadvantage on attack rolls against the wielder. Astarion, I think that might come in useful. Because I feel like this Dragon's Grasp, burned alive, deals an additional 1 to 4 slashing damage to burning targets. That basically means that they have to be burning. So, hang on. Let me just think about this. So, Wargfang 4 to 7. So we'll do that as his offhand weapon, and then he's going to get like a little bit of extra damage on goblins. That sounds pretty cool. Love to see it. I didn't even know that was there. I'm glad I thought to check those bones. What else as well? Anything else in here? How about this one? Again, I don't want to bore you all with like boring looting. I'm going to try and do this as quickly as I can. There's some more fire wine there if you want it. I do want to just kind of show you things though, just in case there's anything people are missing, or just in case anyone is watching this video for like tips and things. Oh, another tip, which you'll see me doing soon, is you can actually shoot these wooden hinges on the lights, and that's going to like damage anything below it, but I didn't need to do it in that fight. Here we go. Some torches. Oh, more camp supplies. Yep, send those straight to camp. More camp supplies. So, you know, if you're taking a lot of damage when you're doing the goblin camp, you can take a lot of long rests. I'm sorry if you can hear that dog barking. It's just the neighbour's dog. Okay, anything in Halsin's little room? And again, I will go back through the goblin camp when we've like fully completed it and just double check anything that I might have missed. These are just if you go to prison, that's where they put your stuff. Yeah, we don't need to check in there. Okay, I think we've got everything of vital importance. Oh, we've not checked these guys. There's a lot of looting to do. Listen, when you do a lot of, like, fighting, you do a lot of looting too. We'll take your cool arrows. Thank you. I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to use them. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit sorry. Another chest in here. Yeah, we'll take it. Alchemy supplies. Oh, some scrolls. Nice. We will have those. Okay, so Cordy's going to run out, kind of not knowing what she's going to run into. She doesn't know she's running out into a big fight, basically. Oh, we've not actually looted this room, so you can actually go in these sarcophagi. There's not a huge amount in them, just a little bit. Oh, we can talk to this rat too. Hello, rat.
The foul stench of slaughter turns suddenly sweet through the rat's nose. Blood smell, life smell. Not like the great hollow below, which smells only of death.
Slightly worrying. So you don't like the wolf pens either, do you? Let's go over here. Again, like, it's such a big game. I'm bound to have missed something. I don't know if she's, like, strong enough to move that. Carla, big sister, can you help? There we go. So there's a little skeleton in here. I think he's just got some coin on him. Oh, he's got a scroll of colour spray. I don't really use that, to be honest. Sorry for desecrating your tomb. Blame the goblins. So we can head out here. We can head out this way, which takes us back to where we rescued Volo and the prisoner that was being tortured, and we saw Abdurak. So we could go this way, but there's still a lot of goblins in there. I think Cordia is gonna think better of that. I think we're gonna go back the way we came. I wonder what happened to Minthara. I hope she's still alive. We were just talking to her. Okay, she's only knocked out. Okay, we should probably make a swift exit in that case. Don't really want to hang around when she wakes up. She's probably going to be quite grumpy. If she's anything like my mother, back in the Underdark in Menzo Branson, she's probably going to be quite grouchy when she wakes up. Oh my goodness, look at all this slaughter. I think Dirge has definitely been through this way. Oh my goodness, look, he's taken out draw. You know what we didn't think to do? I didn't think to do, let me just get Cordia over here into this room for a second, just so she's kind of out of sight. We didn't think to do Speak with the Dead on Draw Ragslin, and I kind of want to try that and see what happens. I don't know if it'll let us. Technically, we didn't kill him, right? The smoke powder killed him. He died in an explosion. We don't know what happened. So let's just stand up because we don't need to creep around in this area. Recast Speak with the Dead. I think he needs to get closer. Yeah, look. Please speak to me.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Why are you and the Drow working together?
Absolute binds obedience.
Why does the Absolute want the fugitives?
Eternal glory, ours.
Well, that doesn't help me very much right now, does it? I don't think he knows what he's doing this for. Silly man. Okay, let's have them hide again. And then I like the idea that Cordia hasn't ran into him, but she sees this prisoner and she's like, oh, I should help him. Any enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. Let's have a chat with this guy.
Be cautious.
Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise Maglubiet.
You know Maglubiet, a tyrannical deity who treats his goblinoid followers as slaves.
Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goomless as the rest of them.
So she's going to respect his right to worship who he likes. She's going to say, pray to whoever you want. It's a free world.
Oh, that's rich. A free world? Then how come I'm locked up like a bloody elf? I'll tell you why. 'Cause I'm loyal to Maglubiet. 'Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god.
Cordia and probably Shadowheart could probably respect that, right? Like the idea of being loyal to the god, even though all the friends and the rest of the tribe are all kind of turning. The Absolute. The other goblins seem to love her.
They like feasting, fighting, and fornicating. Who doesn't? Absolute gives them that. Gotta know your place in the world, though. McGlubbiot's kept us in line. That's what a god's supposed to do.
Well, I suppose. Well, sir, I don't like you very much, but you don't deserve to die in this cage, so maybe my friend can help you a little bit. Disarm. Yeah, we want to disarm that trap. I don't want him like plunging to his death or anything like that, or setting off a trap that makes us plunge to our death. Guide him. Come on, Astarion, you've got this. Yeah. Perfect. And then he also needs to lockpick the cage.
Let's crack it open.
Have a lot on my
Run
mind.
free, friend.
And, well, in it.
Ha! Look at where the Absolutes love gotten. Dead! Thanks for breaking me out. Gonna find me a new tribe. One that appreciates the old ways.
Make good choices, otherwise you may be seeing me again in a less friendly role. Okay. I mean, those goblin children need someone to look after them, don't they? So I'm going to pretend that Cordia hasn't seen Dirge, and she's like, oh my goodness, we're going to have to make our way through there. It's full of goblins. Everybody sneak. I don't want to be seen. And what she's going to do, I'm going to have her ungroup from everybody else. And I'm actually going to have her jump down into the spider pit. Or maybe not jump, because that looks like it's going to hurt her a little bit. We're going to Misty Step down into the spider pit. Hello friends, are you ready to fight? Can I talk to them again? Yes, that means you'll fight the goblins for me, right?
You are safe. We will not bite one another.
Good. I knew I could trust you, Scottish spider. Okay, let's hide. And we need to get you guys out of here. Oh look, here's a lever that I can use to free you. What could go wrong? Go on, be free, friends. Okay, let's get everybody else in this fight before the spiders all die. The spiders are pretty mean. Shadowheart, like, get in here. Yeah, the spiders are pretty badass, guys. Not gonna lie. Can you get inflict wounds on this guy? Okay. Great job, Shadowheart. Okay.
Ready for some good news.
Karlach. Oh, that's my friend. Nice. Okay, Astarion looks like he's also in initiative. Oh, he just ran in. Okay, and we need to get Cordia in initiative too. This is quite a fun fight. Let's just have her run up here. Oh, there we go. She's been seen. Right, okay. I could have got people into a better position, but it's fine. How many hit points does that guy have? 9. Okay, who have we got? We've got this guy here. Somebody there. Somebody there. Ooh, a few people surrounding this spider here. Okay, well, let's sanctuary our spider friend.
Need some support.
Perfect. I don't know why I'm talking like that for Shadowheart. Let's just get her up here into this little corner, just to give her a bit of cover. Okay, let's go. Who's next? Okay. Don't mind if I do. That's what he says, right? Is he currently crouching? I don't think he is. I don't think he's currently sneaking. If I have him sneak...
We'll do it my way.
No, he didn't hide. Can I get a sneak attack on any of these? How about... Ooh, is that person underneath one of the... Do you think if I get that, it'll hit them? Probably not, right? It's that guy. I don't know who to go for here. What else do you have, Astarion? You have Bane. You have let's do a Dissonant Whispers. On Torturous Spike. Oh, remember Torturous Spike? I remember him. From the last episode. But he's frightened now. Okay, good job. Let's sneak back here a little bit, get some cover, and we'll hide ready for our next turn. Actually, do you know what I want to do? I want to dash with Astarion and have him go up here. Astarion. Oh, that's all he's got. Okay, we'll go up there on our next turn. It's
Another
fine.
fight.
Like, Cordia.
Let's go.
We can probably magic missile some of these guys and help our spider friend out. 1, 2. Actually, let me, because I want to be effective with this. So we'll take that guy out and 2 on that guy. Sorry, the camera angles are awful. So we took that one out. We didn't take Torturous Spike out, unfortunately, but that's okay. I'm going to quicken spell. And we'll go in with another magic missile. 1 on that guy. Oh, I think I'm out of range for the others. We'll just do it like this. 1 on this guy and 2 on this guy. I'm so sorry, the angles are so bad. Right, you've got this spider friend. Have fun. Let's run up a little bit.
The gods are watching me. Watch this.
Karlach, right. You've got that. You've got this guy to deal with. You can do it. Great job. And then we can go down. I'm sorry, I know the camera angles are icky. Do you think we can get... Do you know what we can do? We've got this shockwave. Which allows us to jump. I'm going to action surge. I'm going to action surge because I think that gives me more movement speed. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to jump. I'm going to turn on my shockwave. I'm going to make sure I don't get... I don't want to get prone. Right, come over here. Let's make sure we get him, but not the spider. Okay, great job. And then I reckon we can get a shot on this guy as well. Good job, Karlach. Okay, go on, spider. I love them. Like, again, like, I've got a love-hate relationship with the spiders in this game, but when you get these ones on side, they're great. Where are you going? Oh, I didn't see that guy up there. Okay, Shadowheart. You can do it. Oh, he's only got 1 hit point? Right, in that case, Firebolt, you're less likely to miss.
Time to meet your maker.
Shadowheart. Honestly, how are our spider friends doing? They are looking pretty good in terms of hit points. Karlach could perhaps do with a little heal. I don't want to stand under this. I don't want to be stupid.
No time for pain.
So let's... Oh, can I not run back at all? Oh, fingers crossed they don't get us with that.
Let's turn some
right.
inside out.
Astarion, up the ladder. Because we can get this like vantage point now. So if we go over here.
Yes, here.
I can hide,
A
right?
subtle approach.
And I can get a shot on this one with advantage.
Sounds like fun.
So you can actually, there's a lot of traps in this room. You can shoot these statues and the statues can fall on them. And you can shoot off the hinge of these and that can also fall on them. But I think we've been a bit unlucky with positioning. So yeah, Astarion, you can just hang out there and continue to hide, I think.
They won't know what...
Perfect. Right, Cordia. Who else have we got? I feel like we need to go for this one here. They've only got 7 hit points. So what can I do? I think I've run out of spells. Like, I've got cantrips. Path is interrupted. What if I come on this angle? Can I get a firebolt? Yes. I like Dirge is like mildly watching all this and being like, oh, she can look after herself. After all, I should give her more credit than I have been doing. Okay, I mean, we can shillelagh for just because it looks cool, right? Okay, Karlach, do you want to smash this guy? Let's go and punch them.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
And then we've just got that one other person left, and I kind of like the idea of letting the spiders take care of them. So let's see how that works out for them. I'm going to take off Shockwave just in case she automatically jumps. Well done, spider friends. Good job. I don't think they have any like follow-up dialogue. It's quite important to release the prisoner though before you release the spiders, because they come and hang out over here, and sometimes when you release the prisoner they attack him. So yeah, I do recommend releasing him before you do the big fight. Okay, oh, everybody's joining us. Group hug. They're creeping. You don't have to creep.
If everyone else minds their
It's
business,
fine, we cleared the route. We're safe. Great job, everybody. Can I hug Dirge? Can I give him like a big brother hug? Where's that option? Is it under common? There it is. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna look, but let's Halcyon hug Dirge. Thank you for looking out for me in there. I'm so glad you were here, and I'm so glad you're safe. You did a great job taking out all those goblin leaders. Didn't do bad yourself, kid. I don't know how you talk. You didn't do too badly yourself. There you go, that's Dirge. Oh, so let's look at our quest as well. So, Druid's Grove, save the refugees. With the goblins defeated, the tieflings can safely return to the road. They will be happy to learn the news. So we're going to head back to Emerald Grove, and we're going to talk to Zevlor, and we're going to tell him the good news. And I'm really excited for this. And so I've got a little group here. Dirge is just going to say, you go ahead. I've got a few things I want to clean up. And he's going to hang out and just carry on looting and stuff a little bit, just because these lot are all grumpy, and I don't want them to like pour salt over the happiness that is going to be Druid's Grove and the tieflings. Yeah, the crew is going to be Cordia, Shadowheart, Gale, Karlach and Will, and we're going to head over to Emerald Grove Environs. Let's have a little short rest.
I can keep going a little longer now.
And let's just clean ourselves up a little bit, you know, because we are looking a little bit worse for wear. So we're all gonna just have a quick wash in some little stream or something, and yeah, like clean off the blood a little bit, I think, before we go. We don't want to scare the tiefling children. Karlach, that's you too. So I think this might be a modded item, this soap bar, but it just makes everybody look a little less bloody and awful when you've been doing a bit of fighting. And I want us to just make sure we're all in kind of like nice-ish clothes. Like, what's Will wearing? Will, do you know what, actually stay in your armor, you look impressive. Okay, let's head over there. I'm so excited to tell them the good news that they're all safe.
Moving ahead.
Also, I want to kind of clean up a little bit, right? The goblin fight is over. This is definitely ruining the aesthetic of Druid's Grove. So I'm going to have Karlach. I'm just going to have her pick these goblins up. This is more for my own benefit than anything else. Just because, I don't know, like, it feels like the right thing to do, right? Like, they're safe now. So we don't want this constant reminder of like when they were scared. I'm going to just actually ungroup her and send her back to the Druid's Grove to kind of dump these bodies. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know why I'm like, I have to take that body to its rightful place. I don't know who this person is, this dead adventurer. I don't think they're anything to do with us. I don't think they're like any of the adventurers that kind of were with Halcyon. Yeah, so we're just going to kind of leave them there. Okay, nice doing business with you. And back to Emerald Grove Environs. Okay. Karlach, can you head over back to everybody else? And then Cordia and Gale, I think you guys should probably be the ones to start cleaning up the place. I'm going to grab Gale because he's got like ice spells. And we're just going to kind of do this a little bit. So the ice will melt into water, so it'll just be like puddles of water rather than blood everywhere. He's also got create water, but it's kind of big, so I don't want to accidentally hit any of my companions with it. I totally missed that. Glackius. I do like the magic spells that they do are actual Roman words. Like all Latin words. Like I actually do understand a lot of what they're saying. Why can't I get rid of that bit? There we go. That is much better. Look how nice it is now. Okay, Cordia, let's get in there.
Never wanted the easy path.
So, yeah. Zephlor. What am I doing? So Zephlor, I think, is at the top of this ladder, if I remember rightly. Gale! I'll chat with you in a second. Zephlor, good news!
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
They're refugees. We are not taking any money for that. We did the right thing out of the goodness of our hearts and because I wanted to go and talk to Mummy Thara, so you can keep your coin.
Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. We'll see you there. We have a few things to wrap up. Okay, I do want to talk to Gale. I kind of want to hug Zephlor. I'm obsessed with the new hugs mod. I'm going to be overusing this. I'm so sorry, guys.
We're leaving now.
Let's hug him. What do we want to do? Let's do the Gale hug on him. That's probably wholesome, right? So again, this is a mod by Cerberry, who is such a good mod creator. And it's just utilising the animations that are already in the game. And just putting them in the player's hands, which I think is amazing. That's really, really sweet. And Cordia would definitely be a hugger. Let's just chat to who's up here. So, Ashrak? I think Ashrak is like actually the second in command.
Have a word.
I don't know, I might...
Watching gods. While I was training children, you were out cutting down an entire goblin camp.
Well, yes. We are heroes after all. It's what heroes do. There's also a Legis up here.
I expected goblins at our gate any moment. Glad to say that you made a prettier sight.
So the relief is palpable. There are a lot of tieflings to talk to. If we look over here, we can see them all preparing to leave, but we'll save that for the next episode. Also, the goblin party, I'm going to save for the next episode as well, because it's quite a big deal, and it's just going to be quite time consuming, so it's too much to fit into one episode. So for those of you who are excited about that, don't forget that's going to be next Friday, all being well, if everything goes according to plan on my end anyway, and I am as excited for that as you guys are, because... yeah, if you know, you know. Yeah, I just want to have a quick chat with Shadowheart and then we'll talk to Gale.
Something the matter?
I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I thought she might have this interaction. What do you think about what happened to Druid's Grove?
I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.
Okay, so like I said, if we ask her how we're holding up in her estimations, we'll do it one more time.
I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
So I definitely want to bump up our relationship with her because it is quite important to get our relationship quite high before the goblin camp, not goblin camp, tiefling party at camp. And our relationship still says neutral. So I am going to use the mod to fix that because it was a mistake. It should be higher by this point. So I'm going to go ahead and use these approval keys, increase approval and decrease approval. So we're going to increase, and I'm not going to overuse this, guys. I'm not going to like abuse this system. I think I've got 2 people in mind that I want to kind of use a little bump up of the relationship. But we're going to cast this spell basically on Shadowheart. And I'm going to do it one more time because I feel like that would be more accurate to where it should be had we not used the Friends cantrip. There we go. And that's all I'm going to do. And then if I look, it's just 15 points of time. So we bumped it up by 30 points. And again, I feel like that's where we'd be at otherwise. And so now if I look, it says our relationship is good. So I've not bumped it up and cheated too much. I've not made it like super high. Like you can see it is with some of the others. Like it's really high with Gale. I think it's also really high with Will. Where is Will? Will, where are you? There he is. So it's really high with Will. It's really high with Gale. You know, you can see that it's just okay with Karlach and Lae'zel. It's quite good with Lae'zel actually. And you can see Dirge is kind of trailing behind there. So what I'm thinking with Dirge is I may just bump him up with Astarion, maybe with Lae'zel, and just once for each person. Just again to reflect, because it's my perfect playthrough, I want it to reflect the story that I want to tell with these characters and the relationships that I want them to have. Again, Baldur's Gate is based on D&D, and D&D is a role-playing game, so there is a storytelling element, and you know, that's what's fun for me. I do consider myself to be a storyteller when I play games. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So hopefully, again, I am using mods. Hopefully you don't all think it's too cheaty. Just to remind you all, I did actually I completed Baldur's Gate without mods. I've already done that once. So yeah, my perfect playthrough is about getting the maximum amount of enjoyment out of this game that I possibly can, and telling the story that I want to tell. So mods are allowing me to do that. And I am a modder. Some of you who know me from The Sims may know that I've made quite decent mods for The Sims over the years. I don't do it anymore, but I created things like the junk mod and you know, vendors anywhere and things like this, lots of no death mods. So I understand modding. I am a modder, so of course I'm going to use mods. Okay, let's because I think that's brilliant as well. I think it's brilliant to be able to take a game that is completed and, you know, the developers are like, this is as good as we could make it, whether that's because of time or money issues, or, you know, they just, you know, that's as good as they could get it in their production process. And again, Baldur's Gate is still being updated, Sims is still being updated. But for people to be able to take that game and modify it and you know, create their perfect game is amazing. That's why I got into modding in the first place, because, you know, I think it was during, I mean, I've always modded, like The Sims 1, I was, you know, taking the image files, they were like bitmaps. You could take them bitmaps out of the game and kind of like colour the eyes on characters and, you know, colour the hair on characters and all this kind of stuff. So I've always been a modder, mostly for myself. And I think that's brilliant to be able to customize the games to get more enjoyment out of them. I think is amazing. And I love when games like The Sims and Larian Studios, EA and Larian Studios, when they put those modding tools in creators' hands, which is what Larian's intentions are for patch 7, is they're going to be introducing modding tools to the community. So, you know, for developers to work hands in hands with modders and say, let's collaborate to make this game better, or let's collaborate to make this game more customizable, I think is such a good, healthy relationship and such a good way of like looking at that system. Anyway, let's keep going because Gale is suffering out here. So where do I want to talk to Gale? I want to kind of get, the lighting's a little bit iffy here, so I'm just going to try and get a good angle for this because he's still suffering. He needs another magic item.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
He doesn't like being ignored. I'm sorry. I was talking to the audience, Gale. You have to wait your turn. I'm sorry. You can see, this is why I was trying to get the lighting right. I don't know if there's something up with my graphics card or my graphics settings. They seem to be just having a little bit of a dodgy time. I do find when I'm in direct sunlight that's when it seems to flare up. Just bear with me, please, Gale, because we have bad lighting. You're just going to have to give me a minute. Okay.
Of course. I would hate for you to think me impatient or ungrateful. I shall persevere for now.
Okay, thank you. Let's go and find a better place to do this. Maybe if we go in slight shadow over here, this might be a little bit better.
Very well.
I was hoping to get like a pretty backdrop. Oh, actually, having said that, let's go over here. This might be good. Hopefully the squirrel won't get too mad at us.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition gnawing at my insides like a teething displacer kitten.
I think I have a magical artifact you'd be interested in.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Of course. Okay, what do we want to give him? Amulet of Sylvanas. No, I quite like that. Spurn Band. I don't know if I'm going to use the Linebreaker boots. Wait, what did Dirge get? Oh, the Amulet of Selûnite's Chosen. I don't think I'm going to use that. It gives us Selûnite's Dream, which gives us a healing spell, but if you heal them, they can fall asleep. It's only 1 to 8 healing, so I've got other ways of healing people that don't make them fall asleep. So maybe I'm going to give that to him, I think. Donate.
Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mystra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Well, go on. You're among friends. And bad lighting.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. And from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
So I think Cordelia would be a little bit jealous right now because she likes Gale. You know, she thought they had a thing, and then he keeps talking about this Mystra. And so she's feeling a bit inferior, but also she's a cleric, so she understands, you know, loyalty to a god or a goddess. And she's going to pull him up a little bit. She's going to say, Bold, if you would dare to reduce a goddess to their muse...
I am, after all, the villain of the tale. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
Oh, Gale, that's very, very disrespectful of you. You mustn't do things like that. How exactly did you try to cross those boundaries?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Well, I'm intrigued. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
Well, I guess you ruled out flowers and chocolates altogether then.
You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Well, go on.
I will erupt.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Well, that does sound like a big explosion, yes. Is there nothing we can do?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
I care too much about you to abandon you now, Gale. We travel on together.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Okay, so I may have moved them due to the lighting, so just making you aware, because when I tried to record that, the lighting was awful, so I'm gonna have to re-record and edit the footage. But anyway, after that, like, Cordia would absolutely give him the biggest hug. Now, I don't have to use the Gale hug. I think the most suitable one in terms of animation is probably the Shadowheart hug, because it looks a little bit more serious. So that's the one I'm going to do on it. It's a little bit clippy, but I feel like the mood is right. So I think that's really sweet. That's where I'm going to end the episode. So in the next episode, super excited for it, because we're going to do the Tiefling camp party, which means that we might get some romance scenes. We might get to know some of our companions a little bit better. We might do some flirting. And it's just really fun and it's really wholesome. So I'm going to save that for the start of the next episode. But we also need to go down there and we need to talk to everybody, you know, see how they're all like feeling about the whole situation. You know, they're packing up, they're ready to get moving, they're ready to get on the road and make their way to Baldur's Gate. And yeah, we also need to go and catch up with Halsin, who I think is probably having a few stern words with what's her name, Korga, and you know, catching up with Nettie and all that good stuff. So we need to go and talk to the druids, and then yeah, camp party. So I think next episode is going to be a really fun one. Definitely lightening the mood after all that goblin hunting. Yeah, so I'm really excited, really happy with our progress. I hope you're all okay with me using these couple of mods just to fine tune and tweak. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you all have an amazing week and do take care of yourselves really well. I will see you again hopefully next Friday, all being well. Bye friends.
I'm about to go off like a weapon, fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession, I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex, haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a